Wow. Oh, I really, really love winning die rolls. It just makes this game so much easier. Sand is keepable. I can get a plains with my Ash Barons. I've got anti-combat card and I've got a good 3 mana play, but sand is quite underpowered. If I draw a mine or a tower, I can get Tron, but I don't have anything to do with it, and I don't have any Astrolabe or Prism to cast this horror. Anyway, all right, we're Tron Mirror. I'm just gonna draw a card. All right, we'll go ahead and get a plains now. Oh, we have Tron the hard way. Full land prohibit. Go ahead and get plains. I've got a ephemerate for the mage. Well, okay. All right. We both have Tron. But hopefully they don't have a prism. And if they do have a prism, well, they don't get to, oh, Christ. That's unfortunate. Bash. Let's see what they got. Oh, they don't have a prism. We know that. There's no reason they wouldn't play prism there. Given they know I don't have a prohibit, because I would have prohibited the map. I guess I'm just going to ephemerate first. See what they have. Go ahead and get an Astrolabe and crack a map. Go ahead and get a tower. And now we've got Astrolabe, and then an ephemerate if I really need to, but I would prefer to just top deck a prism and try to horror them out. Go ahead and get another Astrolabe though. Did not draw a prism. That's one turn late. Or, yeah, that is actually one draw late. Because, like, horroring one land doesn't really do anything. They just play another land. So, we'll just go ahead and do this the not great way, but perfectly reasonable way. Get another island, and we'll pass. I could ephemerate, but I think I'd rather just hold. Yeah, this is fine. I've got more than enough colored mana to keep up Dispel while also playing threats. We were looking for a wall or a flicker to try to lock them out. Don't really care about... Well, I'm definitely countering here. Like, what? There's no way they're just going to lead on alchemy if they're not... If they have something, right? Now, if they did, that was a really good play. They got me, but... Just going to assume they don't. They don't got nothing. If I play... Okay, they can't condescend. They can, if they play exclude, they can get me, but... Alright, they haven't had enough. They have won another Tron Mirror by skillfully winning the die roll and drawing better than my opponent. Alright, condescend off on the draw. Alright, this pulse or... well, either pulse could be another blue blast or a condescend. We'll keep that in mind. It also could be a snowland if I really wanted to, but I think keeping in forest or plains is a mistake. Yeah, sometimes you'll just have a hand with astrolabes that you could keep if you had a plains or a forest, but more than likely you'll be able to find a snowland or a prism or a map and not have to worry about that. And past that, like the forested plains are super dead. Up until you are ephemerating late game. I think I might put Incandescent on a play if we lose this game. Two pieces of Tron, yeah. Hand's quite bad, but not better than a mulligan. Oh, I should have played Tron land. There's no red spell they would cast on turn 2 that I care about, and if I rip a Prism, I'm gonna really, really kick myself for not trying to go for the nuts. Ugh, that was bad. Alright. Still could be punished, but less so. Got an Astrolabe. Do they have a second Tron piece? They do not. Do they have a map? They do not. They've just got a bunch of artifacts. Do I have a Prism? Or a spell that does something? I do have a Prism. Alright, really should have played the two Tron pieces first, but not a huge deal. Probably wouldn't cycle Flicker anyway. Although if they play a Fault Grinder, and then, well, I guess I got Hydroblast for that. If they played a Reap and Sow on one of my lands, I would have wished I had Flicker up. But as it stands, oh, that was a good draw. So now I get to go Teachings for Pyroblast and Hydroblast their Pyroblast if they got something. Also, my opponent's drawn 3 islands and 1 Tron piece, which not the balance you're looking for. And they bend a Dispel and a Pyroblast off, and a Flicker off of their Alchemy, which means they probably were struggling for lands at all, and they took the island. That is what I assume from what they've shown me anyway. If my opponent plays a map, I don't think I can Teachings and prohibit it. It's just too likely my opponent's got counters in hand, given they're not playing relevant lands. Yeah, this is fine, whatever. If they crack and then play the land they get and play another map, then we'll think about what they've... Yeah, they just didn't have a land drop. Alright. We're going to get a Pyroblast. And then we're going to untap. Well, they're going to pass turn and crack that Teachings at the end of their turn. I'm going to get another colored mana source in play. I could have played Plant and then flashback to Teachings, get a Teachings, and cast a Teachings. I think it's better for me if I just don't do that. Don't care about the lab. Alright. What? Huh. Okay. That's fine with me. If they burn both counterspells here, I'm going to just play a wall and get back Flicker. Oh. Well, that's really good. Let's go ahead and do that. They burnt 2 premium counterspells here, so perfectly happy with this outcome. I can map, crack map, get Ash Barrens, cycle Ash Barrens, get a colored mana source, but then I'm still only playing 2 counters, so alright, good enough for me. I could have played stuff there, but I think I'm just not going to. They'll have Tron, they'll have 4 cards, plus their draw step, and we'll try to battle through them. Battle through whatever they've got. It's actually just not much I care about. I mean, I'm going to fight over a Horror if they've got it. I'm going to let this happen, and then I'll fight over a Flicker if they got it. But They know about one of the Pyroblasts. Bend. End of turn, I get to go crack map, Ash Barrens for mountain, and then I have 5 colored sources and a ton of counter spells. So I don't think it's correct to not thin here. I don't think holding up an extra mana by just getting the mountains correct. I think I'd rather get rid of the Ash Barrens out of my library. Anyway. Oh, I have a rebound? I forgot about that, to be honest. Jesus. Alright. We'll go ahead and lead on wall. If it gets countered, I'm going to let it happen, I think. No, I guess I fight over it if they've got Pyroblasts, but they didn't, so. What the hell do I do here? I guess I've been Ash Barrens and wall and a blue blast. Oh, I counter whatever this is. Oh yeah, I definitely counter this. Oh yeah. All right, cool. So I can pulse back something. I can also flicker here. I think I like burning a flicker and holding up a bunch of counters. Well, also target here. Get back Pyroblast. Yeah, I actually like that. Now I got double Pyroblast, Prohibit, and a Blue Blast up. Because I'm going to discard land and a Blue Blast, I believe. They've already been 2 Pyroblasts, so I don't need to keep too many Blue Blasts. If they're Rolling Thunder, I'm just going to use that. So use the 1 Blue Blast, right? Don't need to have 2. Though, I guess I haven't seen a Rolling Thunder in a month and a half, so. That card's horrendous. Okay. I guess I need to find a horror, but I believe I'll be able to. Go ahead and draw 2 cards. Then we'll see what we are going to be doing. Alright, they're dead. 4 is their best play. That means they are extremely dead. I'm just going to go ahead and wall back the Ephemerate. Maybe I should get Flicker here, but we'll see. Given the way they play, I don't think they could have triple counterspell. Are they going to get Pyroblasted and I'm just going to Blue Blast them out of the game? It's going to be fun. Yep. Go ahead and counter here. I guess I only can hit the Crusher. I can't really take them off Tron and hit the Crusher, so it's kind of unfortunate. But on the other hand, I have a Pyroblast plus Ephemerate up, so or double Pyroblast. Yeah. Again, I'll just fight over the Flicker if they play one. Actually, no, I won't. If they Flicker here, I'm just going to let it happen. They can draw as many cards as they want. I've got Wall plus Horror. So. And I've got the Pulse waiting to get back at them if they do manage to force through Pyroblasts on my creatures. Yeah, Crusher is incredibly bad. Like, if you're playing a Crusher, you better have 4 Dinro Boars. Because what are you bringing in Crusher against that isn't just the mirror? You can't really bring it in against any of the white decks, because if they just journey your Crusher, you've just got blown out. If you bring it in against the creature decks, it's likely going to be worthless unless you've already won the game. I believe this is worth a counterspell. Let's see what they play. They're flashbacking teachings? Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay, they're dead. I'm gonna let this happen. Let them tap another mana. Oh, they got a teachings? What? You're not going to have Tron for the rest of the match. Okay, whatever. I don't know how... Like, they... whatever. Whatever. I'm just not going to think about it. Not worth thinking about. Not even worth thinking about it. Take him off Tron, then I don't care what their hand is. They're not going to be able to threaten me through Pulse plus 2 counter spells. Plus Flicker. Yeah, my draws were incredible. I hate the mirror so much. Like, what was my opponent supposed to do here? Like, they drew 1 Tron piece and 3 islands, and then missed their 5th line drop. So, not a whole lot they could do. Tron mirror is just really dumb. I hate it. Anyway, hopefully they'll ban it so I don't have to play it again. We are 3-2. We need 2 more wins, and we're probably in the top something or other. That's a whole lot of 3-2s waiting. And my tiebreakers are probably pretty bad, but it doesn't matter. We will attempt to get as good a record as we can and get all them chests and then hoard them like a goofy old dragon. And, well, to do that, we need to win the next 2 rounds. Hopefully we'll keep winning die rolls.